Hey everybody. So it's been about 10 days since I posted last. I think it was day 10, or I'm sorry, day 20 post surgery. It's now day 30. And some interesting things have happened in the last 10 days. I've been walking a lot. Like I said, the last post I talked about getting an inexpensive treadmill, which we did. And it's been about 12 days, 12 or 13 days since I've had the treadmill, and I've been walking. I've logged close, it's somewhere around 90 miles. I've had a couple of 12-mile days. 2 days ago, I did just shy of 15 miles, and it's been good. I'm sore muscle wise again, and hip flexors and stuff like that, but no real pain in the back. And so the longest I've walked straight is I did 10 miles, just shy of 10 miles, I think it was. It was 2 hours and 45 minutes, or 25, 2 hours and 2.5 hours roughly. And that was straight. So no breaks, no pain. So that was great. But my wife was very concerned that I was overdoing it, even though the surgeon had told us, word for word, there's no way you can overdo it. The more you walk, the more you're going to heal. Faster you're going to heal. So she made me call, and so I did, and she got back to me yesterday, the surgeon's assistant, and in fact, she did tell me that I was overdoing it. She said that almost all their patients that had the procedure that I had done a month out are only walking a mile a day. Now, there's got to be a wide range of factors there, the age of the patient and just a lot of things. And I think there's also some of it is liability. I don't think they're going to want to tell the patient, yeah, go walk 15 miles a day, because if something wrong happened, or if they did some damage or whatever, they wouldn't want that falling back on them. So I do think there is some of that, probably a lot of it actually, that they are protecting themselves, and that there's a lot of liability there and whatnot. And so she did say that she was very shocked that I was telling her that I was walking that much without pain, and B, just simply being able to walk that much. She was, at one point she mentioned, well, obviously we're not going to have to give you a structured rehabilitation program once you're cleared, because she said obviously you're doing it right now. So she told me that now she said don't walk any more than a mile a day, which I don't agree with. And honestly, I'll probably walk a little bit more than that, but because after doing 10, 12, 15 miles, a mile is 15 minutes. That's not a big deal. But anyway, just want to point that out, that if you are thinking about going through this surgery, your doctor is going to tell you to not do much. She basically said, I don't want you walking more than a mile a day until your 3-month appointment, at which point in time, hopefully the x-ray indicates that everything is fused together, and then he'll start lifting some of my restrictions and let me do some other things. So I don't know. I guess maybe they're going to start telling their patients differently from now on. They're not going to say, "Oh, there's no way to overdo it," because I don't know. I guess he just didn't think how serious I was about. I even kind of mentioned to him at my 2-week appointment that I was getting a treadmill, and I was planning on walking as much as possible, but I don't know. I guess it's just not normal for patients to try to walk that much. But anyway, things are good. Still sore again. The incisions, I'm shocked, kind of, to be honest, as to how much discomfort and pain I still have with the incisions. To the left and the right of the incisions, it feels like a bruise. Probably good 3 inches on either side. More on the front than the back, and I guess that makes sense just because there's more material to go through in the front. But that's still keeping me kind of slow. It's ironic because the best I feel is actually when I'm walking. It's when I stop walking. It's when I try to sit for an extended period of time. Sitting for for an extended period of time is uncomfortable. It's way more comfortable to be lying down or in a reclined position. But things are good. If the doctor had told me from the get go, hey, by 28 days out, by a week out, you're going to be walking 15 miles a day, I wouldn't have believed him. Even though I'm not supposed to be doing that, and they're telling me not to. But the bottom line is, I was able to, and I was able to in relatively good comfort. It wasn't painful. It wasn't laborsome. It felt good. So that, again, that tells me, like I've said before, that tells me what he did was successful. The mentally, now the thing I need to get control of, or get the hurdle that I need to get over, is the fact that I mentally, I feel fragile because I know the bones haven't fused together yet. So I kind of feel like I have this, I don't know, kind of a sense of walking on eggshells, so to speak. And I anticipate when I have the x-ray done at 3 months, and he says, yeah, everything's grown together, everything's, fused. I'm probably going to automatically just feel better right then and there because I'm going to feel stronger. I'm going to feel like everything is solid. And that just emotionally and mentally is probably going to help me a lot. So I'll tell you what, probably, I know I talked about posting a couple times a week. Probably not going to do that, especially if I'm only walking a mile a day. I really don't see the sense in doing that because nothing's going to change. I'll plan on posting when I have kind of significant breakthroughs, when all of a sudden my incisions are feeling a lot better, or stuff like that, or if I'm able to sit longer all of a sudden at a certain point in time during recovery. I'll talk about that, but I'm not going to post a couple times a week and just simply, I walked another mile. That's not a big deal. So we will get back at you later. See ya.